And then at a point, we entered the plantain farms and they said plow all day. And then we started plowing all day. And it's like, is that the manifestation you really want to live? Like, you have to method. You have to literally say, yes, I desire the great relationship. I desire
abundance, financial abundance.
Financial abundance.
Guys, what is wrong with our math in this country?
I don't even think it's a country thing.
Is it a worldwide thing?
It's a worldwide thing.
I just find that very interesting.
The Sapiosexual Platter.
Manifestation culture has made a lot of us delusional. If manifestation were instant, a lot of you would actually collapse under what you asked for. The timing is not random. However, it is proportional to the weight of what you're asking for. Let's talk about it. The complexity, the patience that is required for the architect of who you're becoming and what you're here to experience. My name is Belle Seabo Ame.
I am Shatani Samalakai.
Welcome, the Sapiosexual Platter. Do you know why I did that? Because the last episode, I was like, Rala Mukhel. I put in some Setswana in there. But you know.
So why not some Afrikaans? Welcome.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome.
As
you kept quiet.
Asseblief.
I don't know what that is. But anyway, welcome to the Sapiosexual Platter.
Yeah.
Are you forgetting?
Oh, what am I forgetting?
Where we are.
We're on the Sapiosexual Platter.
It's just that you kept quiet.
No, I'm just so taken aback by the Afrikaans. You know what I mean? Like, what? You know? So, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember all my Afrikaans now. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Sapiosexual Platter.
Welcome.
I absolutely love this topic, manifestation.
Yeah.
I think we've had iterations of it. I think almost, if you look back at a lot of the videos, we are always talking about manifestation.
Yeah.
But I love this particular angle around, you know, how long it actually takes to manifest.
Yeah.
The disillusionment of it all.
Yeah.
And why is it some people will put a vision board and then at the end of the year be like, oh my God, guys, I accomplished everything on my vision board.
Yeah.
And I think about a vision board we created years ago.
I don't know.
And we're still, there's still power in it, but just realizing that it took more time than the amount of time that we had set.
The time frame we put on the vision.
And it's like, wow, that's interesting that it's just not as simple as putting it on a vision board.
Yeah.
It will come to pass, but maybe not, it will take longer than you anticipate.
Yeah.
Longer than you thought.
Yes.
And a lot of people, the disillusionment you're speaking about, they crumble under that. They become different people. They give up on the vision.
Yeah.
You know, it's the woman who wants to become a mother. She's not a mother by a certain age.
Yeah.
And then they start making the confessions of, maybe this is not even meant for me.
Yeah.
I want marriage. I'm not married yet. Maybe this is not meant for me. And it's like, perhaps it is meant for you, just not on your timeline.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about it. I think it's a very important topic.
I love that, but I think beyond not on someone's timeline, back to my intro, it's like more the timing is proportional to the ask. So it's like the weight of what you're asking for.
Yeah.
The timing is proportional to that. And I liken it to nature. I would say you would want an avocado tree or a cabbage or a tomato or pepper. The degree and the timing that is required to make a particular plant is based on the complexity of its nature,
Yeah, the product.
of the product.
Of the ultimate product, what it becomes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think even with manifestation, there's certain things that you manifest first, there's certain things you manifest instantly, and then there's certain things that require a bit more time.
Yeah.
And it could be time, like back to the example that you gave, that somebody would think like, oh my God, I don't have a baby, I don't have marriage. And it's like, no, they're coming. It's just the complexity of what you're asking for relative to your reality and your being.
Like who you are.
And who you are.
Because there are people who get married young.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they need that
Yeah.
in their reality of who they're becoming. And then there are people who get married a lot older or have children a lot older. And it's like trusting that the timing that you get those things will come. You just shouldn't take delay as denial.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it could be like you're called into motherhood, and if it comes too early in life, you're not going to answer the calling adequately. You're not going to be equipped to really carry the mandate of you as a mother. So maybe it'll come at 38 when all the distractions or all the different things have gone away. And then now it's like, now the energetical field is very clear. Now the aura is ready to allow.
Yeah.
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 No, I love that. I think different stories, just when you think about the Bible, Abraham and Sarah.
Yes.
So God says, yo, you're going to have a child. And not only are you going to have a child, you're going to be the father of nations.
Yes.
And I think it was said at a time where, if I recall the scripture, Sarah was listening in on the conversation, and she was already even past the due date or the time that you are supposed to naturally conceive. So it was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like, she had him much later in life, but he came. And yeah, just many stories. Joseph, you have a dream when you're young that you're going to be this big leader over all. And it takes almost your entire lifetime, prison and for you to be elevated to that role.
Yeah.
We talk about even Jesus and how he, at 10, 12, when he was in the temple, he already had a mindfulness and an understanding and a consciousness that he is the Son of God. But even he knew that I can't begin to display all this I know, all this power that I have right now.
Yeah.
There is a timing for it. And so it's interesting how, with that background knowledge, we then think we can just put something on a vision board and that it will just come to pass.
Yeah.
Or that we dream visions, but we never factor in all these different components.
The math of it.
The math of it, the science of it.
We just think it's magic, but
Just
we don't
magic,
calculate
but you're
the
just
maths.
calculating who you have to become, what has to happen to you,
Yes.
what is it that you need to learn, understanding that for you even to get a degree, it must take 3-4 years. So do we ever factor in, when we want certain things, that if it takes 4 years to get a degree, if it takes 7 years to get your primary school certificate,
Yeah.
if it takes all this time for different processes and creations,
Yeah.
how about the thing that you want? I also often just take or observe celebrities when they come out with a new product. And I realize that's a common thread.
Yeah.
They'll say, we started on this project 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So what you're seeing now as a perfume that looks like it was just, Rihanna woke up and said, I feel like I want a perfume.
Yeah.
You realize there was actually so much background work happening for several years until they came up with the final thing that they then sell to the public. So I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I summarize my understanding of what you're saying is that for every creation or creative process, there's a gestation period.
Absolutely.
And the gestation period is determined by the complexity of what you're asking. Yeah. So in a nutshell.
Yeah. The complexity, the grandness.
Yeah.
the level of abundance it'll attract.
Yeah.
So many things that it's different. So we just need to take all of those into account.
Yeah. What do you do during the gestation period? But I think before we get into the depth of the process of manifestation and reducing the mysticism around it, just bring the audience into why is it important to have this conversation.
Yeah.
And then 2, what is manifestation? The reason why initially for me I wanted to have this conversation was that...
By the way, I love her glasses, guys. I feel like I need to say this.
Queen, shake your bantuka. It's an inside joke.
It's an inside joke, but I'm sure you're watching and you're thinking, what is going on? Why is she wearing glasses? Go ahead.
Can I answer why? What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm manifested, guys.
Okay.
The gestation period of being myself has come to a completion. And the complexity of what we call myself is sitting right before
I
you
love
here.
it. I love it. I love it.
Because truth be told, these are actually her glasses. But out of the 2 of us, I'm actually the glasses person.
Yeah.
I love going out in glasses, with glasses on rather. And out of just sometimes I get so shy, or sometimes I don't want to look people in the eye, so I wear glasses. And then it just so happened that in the gestation of it all, the glasses appeared. And I'm like, exactly, manifestation.
I love it. It's the drama of it all for me. But
yeah.
Yes, guys, on the pod, not only are we bringing in scintillating, intellectually stimulating conversation, it's also about the fashion, darling.
Thank you.
And this is just more elevated experience, and I absolutely love it for you.
Thank you.
I will wear shades in the next episode.
Yeah.
Or in the next few episodes, but I love it.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Thank
guys,
you.
comment on the fashion.
On the fashion, because we
Please.
bring it. I'm like,
Come on. Come on.
There's some of you Sapios who actually see us and they're like, oh my God, we love the fashion. I remember I met that lovely lady.
Yes.
At the reinsurance event.
Yes.
What's her name again?
Bui.
Shout out to Bui.
Shout out
Bui
to
girl.
you, Bui.
And she was like, guys, the fashion, never ever drop it. I'm like, loud and clear, we're never
We
dropping
got
the
it.
ball. Yeah.
We got it. Because you dress how you want to be addressed.
Exactly.
Darling.
And having a good presentation is what? A good form of
good manners, darling.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
highly
you.
polite.
Very. But
Yeah.
what is manifestation?
Manifestation is the process by which that which is imagined, that which is internal, externalizes,
Yeah.
or comes into the 3D form.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I would say that manifestation, the equation is thought, emotion, behavior, environment, and time.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amalgamation of that influences what you're going to get. And it's such a big thing because a lot of the times we want to manifest things outside of our environment.
Yeah, outside of our thoughts.
Yes.
Never mind even environment, but like you are fundamentally a negative person.
Yes.
Fundamentally highly pessimistic.
Yes.
Just dark,
Uh-huh.
you know. But you expect, I don't know, what are you expecting?
Exactly.
When those are your thoughts all the time. You
Agree.
behaviors.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you actually do?
Yes.
When you wake up, when you account for your Monday to Sunday, your January to December.
What movement are you giving
What
to your
movement
dreams?
to your dreams. But then you expect what? We could put it on a vision board.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Exactly.
Environment, your friends, the people that are around you, are they feeding your dreams?
Yeah.
Or are they literally pulling the life force around your dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even in addition to that, out of the 3, the thoughts, the emotion, the behavior, not the 3, I don't know why the 3,
The
5.
environment.
Yeah, out of the thought, emotion, environment, behavior, and time. Environment stood out so much because sometimes you can have the thoughts, the emotions, and the behavior,
Yeah.
and trust the timing, but you're just in the wrong environment.
100%.
And even just that conversation we had about aspirational dissonance.
Yes.
It's like factoring the process of manifestation that, yes, there is magic to it, and there's also maths to it. So while
Ooh, I love that.
a lot of the time,
Magic and math.
thank you.
Yeah,
A lot of the times people are on the magic aspect, but they don't check the mathematical equation of the process to say, would it give me the variables that I seek? So you just think like you do the vision board and you don't have the thoughts, the emotions, the behaviors that align with that vision.
Yeah.
Or you think I do the vision board, but I do have the thoughts, I do have the emotions, I do have the behavior, but I am not in the right environment for that level of manifestation that I do desire.
Yeah.
So I like what we've shared now because I feel it gives a breakdown to people on the different variables pertaining to manifestation and the equation that you must check, like what are my thoughts, what are my emotions, what are my behaviors, what is my environment, and then trust the timing.
Yeah.
I
I love that. And I think for me, what the download I've just been getting is this idea of working on different projects at the same time, because I find that a lot of people in this country, I won't speak for other places, but I find that we're very one thing at a time.
Yes.
A lot of us. It's like, I'm just working on my career. I'm just a student.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a mom. And it's like, if you think about the math of it all, then there's not much you're going to accomplish relative to your potential, relative to the talents that you have in your life. If you are approaching it from that one thing at a time perspective. So if the math is a degree takes 5 years, but, you know, growing a skill in production like we are doing also takes 5 years. And then learning about money takes 5 years. Then it makes sense to me that we kind of have to be adopting a multi-sectoral approach to growth and manifestation, where you can't just focus on one thing. You kind of have to break it down and work on different things, and also have like the trust that, okay, this one I'm starting this right now, it's 10 years, but this one, it'll bear fruit in 2 years' time, the other one in 5, the other one in 7, and the ultimate one of when we become president in 10 years. Yeah.
I love that because I actually had a personal conversation with myself yesterday in relation to what you just shared. And I was wondering, like, when did we become those people that are so one sectorial, as you shared, like just one sector? Because I thought about it, like right now, one of the hardest things is to define the complexity of what I am as a manifestation, career-wise. I'm like, somebody will be like, what do you do? I'm like, I do a lot of things. I do a billion things. You want me to choose one? Why? Why do you give me so much pressure to define myself with this one thing? And realizing that in our career progression, it started to be that one career.
I think it's a life progression.
Yeah.
That is why we just be good at our careers, suck at relationships, never mind motherhood. Like, just literally a lot of us are just good at one thing.
Yeah.
To the detriment of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And career tends to be that one mastery that we have.
Yeah.
And I remember just walking around and I was like, when I was at primary school, when I was at junior school, I would get all straight A's. If there were 9 subjects, I will possibly take prizes for 5 or 6 subjects that were very different to one another.
Yeah.
And in sports, I would also annihilate and have trophies and whatever in that sector. So then when I look at life, I'm like, as life has evolved, I've decided that I'm having multiplicity with the skills, with the career that I want. I've decided that I am going to be a great mom, a great wife, and I'm going to invest in these things. And then you just realize how there's almost a societal pressure
to be
to
one.
manifest yourself as one skill, one, like, you're just specialized
very
in
linear.
one. Yeah, and it's such a heavy thing because I'm like, the primary and the foundation of me as a being, why did you see it fit for me to do 5 subjects in primary school and sports? Why did you see it fit for me to evolve into junior school and do like 9 subjects as we were doing? We were doing 9 or something.
9 or 10,
That was at senior school. 9 or 10 was senior school. But I don't know if we were doing 7 or 9.
Man, we're just doing a lot of subjects.
We're doing a lot of subjects.
Which were different. It wasn't even like in one area.
Thank you.
It was literally maths, English, social studies, agriculture, science, like everything across the board. Then add sports, then add your extracurricular like music.
Thank you.
You know, so it was highly multifaceted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then at a point, we entered the plantain farms and they said plow all day. And then we started plowing all day. And it's like, is that the manifestation you really want to live? Like, you have to method. You have to literally say, yes, I desire the great relationship. I desire the motherhood. I desire
abundance,
the career.
financial abundance.
Financial abundance. And then literally say, what are my thoughts, my emotions, my behaviors? And what else? What are those 5 things?
Thoughts, emotions, behaviors, environment, and time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In relation to this, have I given the fact that I want abundance time?
Yeah.
Am I in the environment that gives me a good gestation about abundance? Am I having the behaviors, the thoughts, the emotions?
Yeah.
And being so intentional about each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. I also even thought about a lot of us who then get to retirement age.
Yeah.
And then this is when we just want to start our farming projects. This is when you want to all of a sudden become an entrepreneur. Guys, what is wrong with our math in this country?
I don't even think it's a country thing.
Is it a worldwide thing?
It's a worldwide thing.
I just find that very interesting, and I appreciate like the idea of focus, but there's just no way. Like if it took me 5 years to get my law degree, and then some years to then get a certain level of experience for me to be able to stand in front of people with a certain level of confidence and conviction, and then to even say I will lead something, then it follows that in all the other areas where I want to gain that level of competence, of strength, of mastery, of leadership, then I also need to pour just as much.
Exactly.
And factor in time. And factor in time also taking into account your biology as well, which is something that you've always taught me, which is like, don't take for granted, like in your years of youth at 20, you don't know it, but let me tell you, I'm no longer in my 20s, but I had energy for days. Like you go out clubbing, drink, I don't know what you're drinking, come out of there, next day, you get a call, let's go.
Yeah, you go again.
Yeah. Can I do that now, guys? It can't happen. So time is such a fragile thing. The Bible says, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, and just appreciating the brevity of time, but just appreciating the brevity of certain seasons where you are to be planting seeds for you to later manifest in certain areas of your life.
Yeah. I love that because I feel like nature is the blueprint. And that's the common thread. Like we've already discussed it when it comes to the plants and the trees and everything. But for me, the trigger when I came to really understand the process of manifestation was actually pregnancy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, you're pregnant, you don't know what's coming, but there is a trust in what's coming, and there is a patience in what's coming, and it gets uncomfortable, but you just know 10 minutes, then you get the baby. And the thing is, you are in the moment, because even post when you get the baby, you're not projecting what you want the baby to be. You celebrate every single moment. You celebrate, they started standing and it's exciting. 1 month, they started walking. Oh, they're teething. You're not thinking, is this person going to be a great, a great man? You're just thinking step by step, step by step. And there's a patience that comes from that. So even just looking at nature as a blueprint, it's like, there's this phrase that they love saying that you don't put the seed and then check if it's growing. You just trust and you water it. And I think there's a pregnancy period for every single thing. So if we studied nature and nature's blueprint, then we take nature as a blueprint, we're able to really internalize manifestation from a point of knowing and build the necessary character traits,
confidence,
that allow for you to really manifest.
100%.
Yeah, and in addition to confidence, it's also trust.
Confidence,
Like,
conviction, trust. Well, other people will be
patience.
looking and laughing, and you just have that deep conviction, like a mother who's pregnant that knows that in 9 months' time,
I'm getting the
this
baby.
embryo is going to be a fully formed human being.
Yes.
So I love that, and I even love the idea of who you are becoming, because the embryo has to become fully formed in order for it to survive Earth.
Yes.
The experience of the 3D dimension, which is what you said at your beginning, that some of us will crumble if we received our manifestation now.
Yes.
So it's like sometimes we delay our manifestation because we are not concerned about who we are becoming. Can I be a person that can be trusted with the wealth that I want? Can I be the kind of person who will maintain a relationship if I am in one? Can I be the kind of person who, if given a job, a job that really a lot of people are reliant on you? Think about leadership, that the whole nation is looking to you. Your decisions can make or break, can be the distinction between life and death for a lot of us. And it's like, you want to become a leader now, but do you understand that your habits right now and your procrastinations and different habits that you haven't mastered will mean that some people will die under your watch because you don't think it's an important character trait to refine or to have. You just want the trophy right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's important as a formula for manifestation, the idea of focusing on who you are becoming and asking yourself, who am I right now? If I got what I wanted, would I be able to maintain it? Would it last or would it?
Desire doesn't Desire, I was going to say, because desire doesn't amount to readiness. You might desire the end, but are you fully ready?
Are you ready
for the end? Then I'm now wondering, like, what are what's the criterion of complexity when it comes to manifestation, like the complexity of manifestation?
What's the criteria?
I would say the number one, which what you just spoke about, is like identity shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I was like, I don't know the answer to the question.
No, like the criterion to like allow in that complexity of the manifestation. To say, this is what I want, and it's complex, but what are the checkpoints that I need to take in order for the complexity of the manifestation to come in? And then it's just like identity shift.
I love that.
Are you that person that can handle being a president? Are you that person that can handle that level of public scrutiny? Do you have it within your identity to match the person that's required for that manifestation? So what do you need to change? Do you need to change your habits? Do you need to change your belief system? What is the belief system of that thing that you're trying to manifest? What are the habits of the person who has the things that you're manifesting? And what's the social environment required for that? Because sometimes you want an electrical car, but you're living in a country that doesn't have ports to charge your electrical car.
Imagine.
And it's just like you're busy just saying, I want to manifest an electrical car, but your environment, your social environment does not support that. Then after like the identity shift required, I feel like it's a mental process. Then the skill acquisition that is required to manifest that.
Get the degree, baby.
Thank you. You want to be a billionaire?
Get the degree.
Even beyond the degree, just education.
Of course.
Educated.
The degree in using like the language that people are accustomed to. Degree doesn't mean like the paper from a school, but get the education.
Exactly.
And pay the school fees, because a lot of my wealthy friends, that's what they say every time they learn a lesson. They go, oh, well, that was some expensive school fees.
So, what does the vision require? Does it need public speaking excellence? Does it need financial literacy? Does it need leadership psychology? Does it need technical competence? Like literally manifesting without skill scaffolding creates collapse. And that's why at the beginning I was like, you can be,
I like that.
get the manifestation.
Yeah.
But when it comes, would you be able to carry it? Somebody just came to mind now, but I just won't shade anybody.
Okay.
It's not who I manifested myself
not who you're
to
becoming. Yeah, powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. I think another one which is highly pragmatic is just the structural infrastructure required.
Yeah.
To make that a reality.
Powerful.
Like, yes, you're getting the education, but do you have the structural infrastructure? And I think many of us in the arts industry in Botswana can resonate with that. Is that the dreams that many of us have to do movies, to do, things at a particular level of production. And it's like, well, oopsie daisy. Unfortunately, Botswana just hasn't reached or doesn't have the structural infrastructure to support that manifestation. Yeah. So from the, regulation in terms of the law, from the money in terms of capital, from the support that you need to make that, the network that's needed. My friend, I know she struggled with this a lot in the beginning, like a lot of things requiring so many people, so many hands, and then you start a project and then, along the way it has to stop because the people in it don't realize the longevity required to sustain that thing. And the beauty of the Sapiosexual and our team at the moment is it's like-minded people who understand that this is a long-term project. Comprende. It's a long-term project, and we're not gonna get the outcome, the dividends, the reward today, but we're just gonna keep showing up and don't be surprised when we're getting, I don't know, is it an Emmy or I don't know
what we're gonna get,
but we're getting something. That's for sure. And so just that, and just understanding the distinction between solo projects and projects that have a lot of people.
Yeah, interdependent.
The interdependent nature of it all. Some things, if you do it by yourself and you can get far, but the reward is, minimal. Yeah. But when you're working with other people, there's a lot more that is required.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so interesting because when you said it, I thought to myself that dependent on how interdependent what you're manifesting is, the gestation period becomes a bit longer.
100%.
Because it's not just reliant on your own solo journey, but it's also reliant on other people's journey. So it makes the manifestation a bit more complex because those people are at different energetical place, their auras are different, their thinking is different, and it just ends up making the journey or the manifestation have a longer gestation period than different types of
especially if you're not aware.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when roping in the previous conversation on energy to say like, you think you just have to call a number, like you just need to call a photographer and call her this, call her that and put them all together. But you don't realize that photographer is toxic. The other one is just going through an awakening. Trauma. They're in survival mode. Just kind of, that's some of us, our team components. We're just being honest. Like constantly managing people at their different stages, and you just never factored in energy. Yeah. And now not only are you delaying your manifestation, it's delayed times 2 because now everybody in your team has to get to a certain level spiritually, emotionally, financially, for us to then be able to move forward.
Everything.
And
then I'll say that the fourth one, it's so wild. The fourth one is actually related to what you're saying, the emotional capacity that is required for that manifestation. Like, what is the emotional bandwidth that is needed for that level of manifestation that you seek? If you want marriage, there's conflict tolerance that's required. If you want leadership, there's criticism tolerance required. If you want wealth, there's uncertainty tolerance that is required. You know, your nervous system must expand to the level of emotional regulation that intersects with your manifestation.
Oof. Yeah. Yes, we're now.
I'm on fire. It's these glasses.
She's on fire, guys. Honestly, I think like at the beginning of this, you should have been like, take your notebooks out and start writing some notes.
I don't even know why anybody would watch the Sapiosexual Platter
without notes.
A notebook. Yeah.
Guys, how far is your notebook? You should be buying a second one by now.
This is free coaching. I would charge people ordinarily for this, but I'm giving it to you for free. So the only honor that you could do for us right now is to
just
have a
to write
notebook
notes
and make notes. And beyond that, it's actually to be transformed, because what we're doing here at the Sapiosexual Platter is to
100%.
transform people. If you are a leader, if you are a great person, if you are a person with a big destiny, then that's definitely you, because that's why you're watching here, for the transformation that's needed, for the emotional capacity that's needed to manifest the reality that you want.
100%. So, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
What are your behaviors?
Yeah.
What environment are you in? Have you factored in time?
Yes.
Have you? Have you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you closing?
Yeah.
Are you saying bye? Before she says bye to all of y'all, I wanted to just talk about the phases of manifestation.
Okay.
Just to quickly just say them out loud here. We're not going to give you anything. Go ahead and do your research. You're sapiosexual after all. Go and inform yourself. But yeah, the manifestation has phases. Phase 1, vision. Phase 2, identity destabilization. Phase 3, skills development. Phase 4, invisible restructuring. Phase 5, visible breakthrough. And this is just to sum up all the things that we were saying, that, you've got the vision boards. Have you experienced the identity shift for that person that is creating that vision?
Yeah.
Do you have the skills to literally see through the manifestation? And also then now you start the invisible restructuring of things so that you can prepare for that visible breakthrough. Because there's 2 elements to manifestation. There's the invisible and there's also the visible. So I just wanted us to say those phases so that when you are living reality and trying to create reality, you can calculate the math of, when it comes to manifestation, what phase am I at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So in the end, manifestation is not even really about controlling the universe. It's about becoming the person for whom the outcome is inevitable. You do not chase the life. You become the life. And then it recognizes you.
Yep.
All the best with your manifestations, guys. My name is Shatani Somalakai.
And I am Belsa Abo Ame.
You've been watching The Sapiosexual Platter.